Beautiful Sagittarius, this is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings, and I'm coming in today to do your weekly reading. And I'm going to start with the Starseed Empath cards, Healing Waters cards that you all vibe so well with, because Sagittarius has a double mission, you know? It's like you're here in this earth body, but you're really leading this spiritual warrior sort of life, and you act as a mirror for others, and a lot of you are strong empaths. So I pull these first, and we look at your starseed side, and then we're going to go over to the regular tarot and mesh the two together, okay? See if we can make sense of this double mission that Sagittarius finds themselves in, okay? Now, your Pleiades people are showing up already, Sag. So some of you may feel that you are from the Pleiades, and this literally says double mission right there on the card. Yeah, this is exactly why I do it. This is what's most significant for you at this time, Sag, is you are on a double mission. You may be channeling, a channeler yourself, and you are here to uplift and protect humanity. Okay, I'm pulling these by feel, like I always do, and there's no rhyme or reason. I just do it by feel. People ask me about this a lot. Earth School, oh yeah, and let's get one more here. All paths lead home. Wow, this is super interesting, Sag, and I can't wait. This is blinking, and I'm going to turn this off. I don't know why this little thing wouldn't work, but it's blinking. And it was sort of trying to get my attention. So I don't know, that might be for somebody, the blue light, a little blue light on here, blinking, trying to get your attention. So here we go, Sag. We're going to start here. Let's put this so you can see some of these cards. So what we've got is Pleiades double mission. What's most significant, you probably feel that. You're like, I'm in this Earth School, which is showing up over here, but I'm not really of the Earth. You might feel like you're on the Earth, but you're not of the Earth. You know, if you know, you know, right? So we've got, let me back up because I kind of want to go a little bit in order with this. Your crossing card is you might be hitting a delay. Here's the wait card. And this is about waiting. It's not time yet. Things are being woven, okay? You might feel like you're in a state of limbo at this time, Sag, and we'll look at some earth cards and see why in just a minute. But even in a spiritual sense, I feel like you're hitting some sort of delay. Yeah, and it is, the wait card is reversed. It's in the conflict position. Yeah, so I know a lot of you are feeling that. I'm feeling it myself. You know, I'm Sagittarius too, and I'm totally feeling like there's been way more delays than I would have wanted. Okay, so anyway, what do you do? We'll see why. We'll get more on this in a second. This is in your aura, Sagittarius. Look at this beautiful pink card. This is the cosmic heart. It gives me goosebumps. Seriously. This is devotion, potency, and making your life a moving prayer. Wow, powerful. I'm feeling this so strongly. I've got waves and waves of goosebumps, like these sparkles on the card here. You know, and this is showing up in your energy so much right now. So many of, you know, and I want to clarify, not every Sagittarius is spiritual, but the ones who are here on my channel, you guys are of the highest level of spirituality. I can tell from your comments, I can tell from your energy. And, you know, not every Sagittarius is going to make their lives a moving prayer, but you guys will. You guys already have, even if you didn't intend to, okay? So there's something really strong going on with this, your cosmic heart being open. Not only your physical heart, your earth life, you know, love and radiating that heart energy, but on a very cosmic level, I'm seeing this. How interesting. Okay, I can't wait to clarify this with earth cards too. You know, earth cards meaning regular tarot, which I'll go to in a minute. So we've got star seeds. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to starseed. You know, and starseed means that you may have been born in a different time, you know, on a different timeline in a different dimension. different dimension, different planet. You may vibe with certain constellations that you see. You may be somebody who does a lot of stargazing. You know, maybe even since you were old enough to walk, you couldn't keep your eyes off the stars, and you had unusual things happen to you. You know, things like that come up with star seeds. There's a whole long list of traits if you want to look them up sometime. Anyway, this is what lights you up. Sagittarius, star seeds, what lights you up? I want to hear. Please tell me in the comments. Because, you know, it's interesting. These two came up side by side. The cosmic heart right next to the star seed and what lights you up. And what lights star seeds and Sagittarius up is going to be probably very different from what lights a lot of people up, okay? And I know a lot of you, what lights you up is music, sound, animals, ethereal things, spirit, things like that tend to really light you up. And I can see it in the jobs that you have. I know a lot of you work with animals and you are healers and you have unusual to the rest of the world kind of jobs, okay? So we've got, here's Earth School. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sure. I know you guys are sighing along with me. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. I don't know about you, but it sounds like a whole lot of work to me right now. Okay. Not that I'm arguing with the universe. I know the universe knows what it's doing, but I know sometimes also this gets very heavy. So, when I look at this whole spread, you're on this double mission. So you're already working 2 jobs. Okay. Even if you didn't realize it. You're having delays, which is causing a conflict. You have your cosmic heart and what lights you up on a spiritual realm, which may be different from what you're actually doing on the earth realm. So we're going to look at that and see. You're in this Earth School and you're making great strides, and I can't wait to clarify this. Now, your final outcome here is all paths lead home. Wow, look, this looks a lot like Stonehenge. I don't know if you've been to Stonehenge. I haven't, but I'm fascinated with it. Let me know in the comments if you've been there. I'd love to know what the energy feels like. This is inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. Turn your gaze within, okay? So, yeah, wow. Because all paths lead home. You're in this Earth School, but all paths lead home, and your home may feel like Pleiades, okay? I see how all these kind of fit together with some other stuff in between. But, and I keep saying make some comments because I love Sagittarius comments. You guys have the most interesting comments like ever. So I really do enjoy those. And I think it's good to share with other people. I notice a lot of people liking comments and stuff on the channel. And I'm so fortunate to have you out here. Really, a really high level, very spiritual, old soul community here. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. So let's clarify Pleiades energy with traditional tarot. And let's see what's coming up here. Pleiades energy and Empress. Look at this. This is what's really significant for you. So your double mission is you're from Pleiades, but you're living a very earthy life. Okay? Some of you are bringing things to fruition. Some of you are mothers. Some of you are giving birth to empires or businesses or healing practices and things like that. The Empress is the person who's in charge. And, this is really significant and very connected with nature. I know a lot of Sagittarius, very connected with animals and nature. You're in your Empress energy, for sure. I can see mushrooms, a rabbit, a deer, butterflies, birds, trees, the whole zodiac. Behind the Empress, okay? And this very much represents you, your double mission, what you may be channeling, and how you're uplifting humanity. Just by being here. Just by being here. Let's go over to, what is this delays card? The weight. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Now I'm going to have to clarify this further, but the King of Wands may be delayed in showing up for you, or may be causing a delay for you. Now, King of Wands can be a fire sign. This can be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Not always, but can be. So, or have it in their charts, something like that. But this is a very career-driven, magnetic, kind of charismatic person. This is what's causing a delay, or is the delay, which is causing a conflict. Let's get a little more on King of Wands. Because your conflict revolves around him. Oh. Okay, Sag. Some of you might be waiting on a love offer. Here's the Knight of Cups right next to King of Wands, okay? For some of you, this could be Queen of Wands, all right? But this is, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. So if you are looking for a relationship, Sagittarius, this can be, things are being put together. The spirit guides, the angels, the universe are lining things up. They're meshing it together. They're weaving it, okay? And they're weaving this love offer coming in from a King of Wands who is a match to you, you know, on a fiery, passionate sort of level. Some of you may not want that, but let me just look into this a little bit, because some of you do. I've read in the comments, you know, most Sagittarius are like, nope, been there, done that, you know, but then there's some of you that, yeah, go into this more. So for those of you who want more, I'm gonna look into this a little bit, because usually I skim over it because there's so much pushback on Sagittarius with love. Love, it's like, all right, but we're gonna look at it. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, okay? So there's some sort of a gift from the universe coming with this King of Wands or Queen of Wands, all right? Some kind of a gift, generosity. Look at this, a major happiness too, Sag. So this is not your usual karmic relationship. I know you have been through karmic relationships. This is not one. This is a divine counterpart. This could be another Sagittarius, you know? But there is some sort of an offer, love offer. Now, for some of you, it may not be a love offer. It might be an offer on your house. Maybe King of Wands come to buy, you know, something like that. But I think for most of you, and again, I read by feel, and I'm an empath, I feel love. And, you know, it's right next, look at this. It's right next to the cosmic heart, okay? And the cosmic heart is about devotion, all right? It's going to be a very devoted relationship, and potency, and making your life a moving prayer. So, I mean, look at this. So this pink energy, sun energy. We've got Knight of Knight of Cups here. There you go. There's something really good on the relationship level. The conflict is not him. The conflict is the delay. You might be like, where is he? Or where is she? All right. It's being woven. And it could be that person is on a different path, okay? And they're orchestrating it. That's what we want to say, they're orchestrating it. Let's look at this cosmic heart. This is very much in your energy at this time, Sag. You may have gone through that bad night of the soul over the last decade even. But I see you opening your hearts back up. I see it reading after reading. And Sag is opening back up to good things. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Here's the star. Lots of healing. Lots of healing has gone on. And also, you may be using your heart energy in a way that other people are seeing you as some sort of a star, shining star. You might be in the spotlight on a celebrity status, or you may be in the spotlight of someone's life that you've been very healing for them. But it comes through heart and prayer, something about your life being like a moving prayer. Yeah. Wow, they couldn't be any more clear about this, could they? The cosmic heart right next to the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So if you read tarot, you get this right away. This is your heart opening. This is definitely your heart opening up because of all this healing that's gone on. This is the main message I get for this, and this is really strongly in your energy, Sagittarius. Love that. Okay, star seeds. What lights you up, star seeds? And this can be kind of in your hopes and fears a little bit. Like, I see her kind of daydreaming. She's like, you know, right there. She's like, I want to do this, but should I? Can I? Can I afford it? Is it the right thing? You know, there's daydreaming about what lights you up. You're on a path of success, first of all. One of the things that lights you up may be horses. Okay, I know they're what is it? Sphinx is on this card, but you know the chariot traditionally is horse-drawn chariot, of course. There's something about movement. I feel this strongly that some of you really love horses and you feel like you can't have them in this lifetime. So there's something about connecting with horses. It doesn't mean you have to own a horse, but if that's your energy, and you know Sagittarius is half horse, so there's some connection, there's some strong connection there with you zooming ahead on something too, not just the horse part, but going somewhere. You may want to go on a trip with this chariot. You may want to go down a new path. There's something there about driving yourself somewhere in some way. Okay, let's see what else it says. Using your logic a lot. And also, you might be shut off from what lights you up because you're being too logical. Okay, this is a feeling kind of thing. This is what lights you up. And you're like, no, I have to think this through. Because you know, Sagittarius can be very logical. You're not always warm and fuzzy. You know, you're a warrior. And warriors have to be strong and like think things through. And what I'm getting here is this may be why it's in your hopes and fears position. You may be hoping for it, but also going, no, that'll never work. You know, because you're looking at logic. But here it is. It will work. Look at this. 2 fast-moving cards with the cooler logic card in the middle. So, Sag, and I see you as you come up a lot in my readings as the Queen of Swords. Here's the King of Swords. So there's a lot of like masculine logic going on right in between these 2 really fast-moving cards, the 8 of Wands and the Chariot. Okay. So I'm feeling like what lights you up, if you decide to follow that, you're going to go down a path to really fast success. Both of these are success cards in addition to something moving really fast. So once you line up with your starseed energy, your earth life is going to take off. Okay, this is why I meshed the 2 together. Okay, let's go to Earth School. We're already in Earth School, right? So Earth School is your final outcome. Life lessons, soul growth, higher learning, studying. Some of you may be learning new things. Let's see, where's this Earth School? What's this about? More heart energy. Look at this King of Cups. Some of you may be learning to be counselors, healers, doctors, alternative practitioners of some sort where you help people. It's balancing out your fire energy with this water energy. Let's see what else. Here's you daydreaming. I see this 4 of Cups, like, well, what do I want to do now? Like, I'm studying, I'm doing this higher learning, but now what do I want to do? You may be at the end of, you know, some quest, and now you're like, well, now what do I want to do? Right? The never-ending quest for higher learning, you know, if you're Sagittarius, for sure. Yeah, you may have gone through a 10 of Swords, but it's behind you. It's reversed. So I feel like with this, some of your earth lessons involved a 10 of Swords. You know, it involved a bad ending and that sort of thing. But you learned from it. Some sort of soul growth wrapped up in that. Thanks, universe. Right? Yeah, and it could have been draining. Here's 9 of Wands, but it's left you with this strength and reserve. You know, it's left you with something more to give, even though it's been really hard. And look at her flying through these earth lessons. That's you, Sag. That's you. Okay, let's go over to All Paths Lead Home, the Stonehenge card. Some sort of inner authority, intuition. Sag has intuition, for sure. And turn your gaze within. Not sure why this showed up yet. Negative energy. Negative energy. This 5 of Swords. Why did that jump in there? There is a horse on this card too. Remember I mentioned horses earlier? Can you see it in the background? It's got a glare. Oh, wow. Okay, this is about, here's one, talk about intuition. All right, so I'm hearing this right now. Sorry. So much download coming in. My words are jamming up. Give me just a second. Okay, ground this energy. So, somebody does not want to see you in your home. First of all, this is, all paths lead home, but this is about home, your earth. We're looking into your earth life right now. This is about your physical earth home too, right now, okay? And there may be some negativity coming at your earth home because somebody wants to disrupt your stability, which is 10 of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, there's been some attack on your home and also some attack on your higher spirituality. Some, you know, I said this last time, there's spiritual warfare going on. There's some dark force out there that really, you know, and James Gilland, if you're familiar with James Gilland, he in particular, a lot of people talk about this, but I've heard him say this many times, is the closer you get to nirvana, the more you're going to be attacked, because it's almost like the little gatekeepers that can't get through want to try to hijack you. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's like the closer you get to this higher dimension, to this fifth dimension, or nirvana as he calls it, the more you get attacked. And he's like, if you're not getting attacked, you're probably not there. You're probably not rocking the boat at all, you know. So he's like, he thinks it's a good thing. So I don't know. We'll see if you know who he is. He's he has a setting ranch and all that stuff. So anyway, that's a whole other video, but here we go. So all paths lead home, but in that home, there's this negative energy trying to slow you down. I think this is maybe what's causing this delay with this divine counterpart showing up too. Remember this delay earlier? I feel like some of this is negative energy. Let's ask what you can do about that. In fact, let's go over to this deck. What can Sag do about that? If you know, you know. If you're going through this, you know. Yeah, you need to cut it out. There you are. You show up like this every time, Sag. Here you are, spiritual warrior. No nonsense, Queen of Swords. So if it's negative, if it's not working for you, cut it out, okay? Anything else Sagittarius needs to know? I hope this has helped with realizing and maybe better understanding your double mission, you know, that you came in with. Here's a Queen of Wands, look. So here's the warmer side of you. You know, they showed you, this is how you show up, but your heart is opening. You got the cosmic heart. You are becoming more warm and passionate, the Queen of Wands, who you really are, before all that 10 of Swords took over your life. And look at this, divine counterparts, if you want it, divine counterparts with your King of Wands. I'm sorry, I got distracted because you know what? All of a sudden I started, I'm getting a message here for you. I started smelling burning embers. Like it almost like choked me a little bit, you know, like if you're building a fire and that smoke kind of comes up, or that smell of ashes and soot in a fireplace. I got that really strongly because this relationship is on fire. I'm hearing that song right now. It's on fire, you know. This is it. This is like so passionate. All right. This is a passionate relationship, Sag. And I wasn't planning for this to be any sort of a love reading. I just look at this the way I look at it. Whatever comes through, comes through. So, yeah, there you go. And, you know, sometimes people in different age groups will ask me, you know, well, what about retirement? Or what about if I'm 95 years old? And things like that. Still, these things can apply because things go on in spirit. I mean, you may be preparing for the next level in the fifth dimension with this, you know, so not everything is just cut and dried on this is why I look at it from the vantage point of spirit and also earth life. See, spirit's up here, earth life, right? So your divine counterpart could be in spirit, is what I'm saying. This could be, some of you may even be connecting with a spirit lover, a past life lover that you've known, before, somebody who passed over before you, or even somebody from a past life, a historical figure that you've seen movies about or something. It can be all sorts of things is what I'm saying. It can go bigger. So I guess I'm saying, and I don't need to say this to you guys, Sagittarius, but think big, okay? Think bigger than, expand your thoughts, expand your thinking, expand your hearts. Some good things, really good things are coming. And if this is a relationship, it's not going to be one of those karmic pain in the butt relationships. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This will flow. This is like you had to get through all that other stuff with this life lessons, earth lessons, soul growth, all that jazz. And now this is where you are, divine counterparts meeting up. But there has been some sort of a delay. So be patient. That's what I'm saying. So thank you all so much for coming in today. Great to see you, and I'll see you again soon.